couple things. First, I wanted to welcome Mari McMullen, who I've known for several years now. She's been chanting with me for several years and she can come here to the church occasionally to be here with us, but today we had her, I don't know if you noticed the girls that were up here that are in the junior choir, to be next to Mari, to watch her sing and to bless us with her beautiful voice, and to have the girls that are in the junior choir inspired to continue to sing and to realize that it's not just a male-dominated church, even though we see the priests up in front, but there's also many roles for men and women in the church. And Mari is a trained chanter. She has learned in Greece at a monastery over the summers. She's married to Brian and has her son Sam there. And I believe the McMullens are in from San Diego. There you are. So if you don't know who they are, just look for somebody who doesn't look pale, and you'll see the McMullens. So we're all washed out from the winter in Chicago, but we welcome you. It's always nice to see you, and thanks for coming here today. And to keep encouraging the children to sing and to learn the hymnology of the church. And I pray that the children who were up at the chanter stand today got a little different insight of what it's like to be up front, to hear singing, and to be and really enwrapped in the service at the chanter stand. So thank you for guiding them today, Mari, and for our chanter, Peter. He's not pushed out, just so we can stop any rumors. He didn't get canned in Orthodox or anything like that. I just asked if Mari could lead the children today, so we thank her for that. A couple announcements for the week. We have our Bible study, which is on Tuesday evening. It's going to be here at the church at 7 p.m. There will also be an opportunity to log in via Zoom, which is an online free program where you can log in and actually watch the service from your home. And you also have the opportunity. The first one I did was a little rough. It was my first time doing a Zoom, so I realized I came into the church and started speaking about some of the iconography. And my phone was ringing, and everybody's like, "You left the computer downstairs with the video. We have no idea what you're doing." So hopefully this next one I'll be a little more focused on bringing the computer with me, not only the people, if we relocate positions in the class. A couple other, and what the Bible study is going to be is on the liturgical cycle. So if there was ever an aha moment in your life where you said, "Oh, you know what, I think I remember hearing this reading before," or "I think I remember this, something rings a bell," it's because you're starting to click into the fact that things are repeated over the years. And there's certain cycles of not only the day, the week, the month, actually a little more than a month, but also the year. So I'll explain a little bit about that in very simple terms so that you can understand exactly how the day goes in our liturgical cycle, and how the year goes as well, so that you can kind of follow along and understand why for example, why do we have Easter usually a week later than the Western Easter? And it's not so we can get a deal on candy. So I'll explain that in the Bible study on Tuesday. A couple of the other things, we have an Apocreatico Mardi Gras coming up on February 23rd. It's kind of short notice, but we're trying to put something together where we can actually have an event, a fun event for us all to come together. The intent of the event is also to make it affordable for families to come. So it's not, if you have children under 12, they're free to come attend. And the price for the luncheon is only $15 a person, and there also will be an auction. There's be several auctions, and if you're wondering what's going to be auctioned, you're looking at what's going to be auctioned right here. So there's going to be different Father Peter experiences that will be auctioned off. So what does that mean? Somebody asked if I would go shooting with them at a range. I'm not going to do that because I'm sure I'd be brought up on charges somewhere at the Archdiocese. So we're going to have other things that we're going to do. Even though never mind, I'll skip that. So we're going to have different things, like if it's maybe a guitar lesson with me, or maybe it's to go to Dave & Buster's with your family and play some video games with your kids or something. So we're trying to work out those auction items that will happen as far as a fundraiser for the church. So if there's something that you think you'd want to do within reason, send it in an email to me, and we'll try and incorporate that into some type of auction. Somebody said, would I like to go fishing? I'm not a good luck charm when it comes to fishing. Some other people, I guess Father Timothy had gone sledding at one point in time. So we'll figure something out. So keep that in mind. I'm open for ideas within reason, like I said, but hopefully that will be something that you would be excited to do. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. But anyways, the other thing is, when I was in Aurora last 2 years ago, someone brought me the Holy Light from Jerusalem. And I had it here at the church, and what happened is it blew out. So, and I had a hard time bringing it back to the church, because every time I opened the side door, it was like a vacuum, and it blew out the candle. But I did get it back into the church. So the light on top of the altar table is the Holy Light from Jerusalem. So if you're not familiar with what that light is, it's an unlit light. So the Patriarch of Jerusalem goes into the tomb at Easter on Anastasia. He goes in with a candle, nothing to light it, and he comes out with his candle lit. And it's this miraculous lighting of the candle that happens every year. There have been some, there's a lot of stories that are written online that you can read about, and different things that are available for you to see. However, the reason I'm bringing this up to you today is if you would like to take the light home with you, you can get one of the 3-day candles, one of the red candles, and we'll have a candle up here that I'll light from it. And if you'd like to get a candle, and you can light it off of that and take it home with you as a special blessing for your home. So I've had it, like I said, for 2 years, but for whatever reason it blew out here, but it's back. So it's a very unique thing to have and to take home. I know that everyone on Anastasia takes the light home, but this is even a more special blessing for us. So there's no charge or anything like that. All you have to do is just get a candle. If you have your own candle or a lantern in your car or something, that's fine. Some people say, well, how do I keep it going in my house? Depends on your home. If you have an older home and you have a gas stove, some people have blown out their pilot lights and lit their pilot light with it, and it's going forever, or their water heater pilot light. So that's one way to do it. That's probably the less expensive way to keep it going. However, if you don't have that ability, or if you have like a auto-ignite stove or water heater, then you can continue to buy candles or figure out something, or transfer it to an oil candle in your home, or however you'd like to do that. But it will be available for you here in the church. Also, some people have asked and said they wanted to learn different things about the church. I have a YouTube channel that you may or may not know. It's just youtube.com/Father Peter Spiro spelled out. And on there is not only, there's sermons on there, but there's also other educational videos. There is a video of Elder Thaddeus of Vitovnica in Serbia. Elder Thaddeus has written a book on Our Thoughts Determine Our Lives. Just so you know, you will see, if you decide to go on and watch the video, it's translated underneath. But what I want you to know before you watch that video, if you decide to watch it, is that Elder Thaddeus had nervous breakdowns in his life prior to becoming a monk. He was very nervous. He had a lot of difficulties with his thinking, a lot of difficulties with things in his life. And then you'll see this video of this very calm, patient, peaceful, and loving man. And he gives, it's incredible. I truly believe that someday he will be recognized as a saint in our church. But it's this interview with him that is, I think it's very short answers. But you have to understand that a lot of the fathers of the church and the writings of the church are very short, concise, and powerful answers. So the reason I'm bringing this up to you now is I'd like you to watch the video if you have a chance, and we will be going through his book at some point in the near future. So the book is called Our Thoughts Determine Our Lives by Elder Thaddeus. You can buy it on Amazon, and you can have it by tomorrow probably, or whatever. So you can buy that book, but I encourage you, for those who wrestle with thinking and how do I become peaceful in a traumatic world? How do I deal with my thoughts, my emotions, those types of things, to read that book, and we will go through that book in the Lenten season. But I wanted to give you like a little bit of heads up and a jump start so that you can read about, see the video, read about him, and get to know some of the holy people in the church, some of the saints that we'll read about, and give you a little insight ahead of time. So I pray that you have a blessed day today. May God continue to strengthen you throughout this, that didn't sound good, throughout this new year, and may God bless each and every one of us. Amen.